Hold up.
Nigga, I would like to know what the fuck you be doing because you love to not answer my damn calls, and I'm really getting over it. Like, I know your phone in your hand, you ain't that fucking busy, or you running a Fortune 500 company. What is the truth? I would like to know, and if you are, why you didn't hire me? That's a fucking question that needs to be answered.
Texting pet peeves. It depends. If I'm talking to someone and my friends, it's two different things. If I'm talking to you, I want you to like engage. Like you should be not necessarily like I don't need like you respond in 5 minutes, but within like an hour, you was never too busy, that busy for an hour. I don't care what you said. You're not the, because in between that hour, you had to pee or take a shit. So guess what that tells me? You had to walk to the bathroom. Guess what you did on that walk? You looked at your phone. So you could have responded. By the time you got to the bathroom, pee, wash your hands, you could have thought about your response.
I have realized that I can't really have any pet peeves or any of that because I am probably one of the people that people make pet peeves about.
Whew. Texting, y'all, I don't know. I have astigmatism in my right eye, so even trying to focus the text, it's hard for me to see what I'm doing.
What annoys me about texting are people who feel entitled to a response in like 26 seconds.
It annoys me when people take forever to text me back, even though sometimes I take forever to text back, but still, you hate it when other people do it too.
I don't like being a slave to my phone. I don't like feeling obligated to have to respond to my phone. When people are texting me, I don't like to feel obligated to have to pay attention to my phone because I'm a very in the moment, present type of person. I would rather pay attention to and focus on what is presently around me.
If I'm talking to you about something important, like, oh, we're meeting up here. Oh, can you answer this question? Can you do this for me? Da da da. Like, I want you to respond a little bit with some type of urgency. Don't give me the wait a day or wait 10 hours to respond, because at this point I'm thinking you done sat there, thought about it, discussed it, sent a screenshot, sent it to your mama, and everybody had an opinion on it because you have yet to answer me.
It's words, it's not FaceTime, it's not a phone call, it's not in person, it's a text message. It's just words. And when you're dry with your words in a text message, it's like, okay, why are we texting?
A pet peeve is literally, it's one thing if you're busy, whatever, everyone's busy. But don't not text me back and then I see you on social media liking shit. Then when I call you on it and be like, where you been, what you doing, what you been doing, and you talk about some, oh, I was asleep. Nigga, no you wasn't. Because I saw your ass from my Finsta liking other people's shit and you thought you was asleep. That'll make me ignore a man for almost a year. Lying, just lying. It's like, you ain't even got to lie, just be like, you ain't see me text you or you just didn't feel like talking to me or something, but don't tell me that you was asleep. Because if I'm asking where you been, 9 times out of 10, I already know. I'm just trying to figure out if you're gonna tell the truth or not. If your pants are on fire.
How do you think texting affects your mental health?
Okay, mind you, I'm a very opinionated, like to be dramatic, but when you text people, they always interpret it in the way they want to. So someone may think I'm texting with an attitude and I really didn't have one, and it creates a lot of disconnect.
People get obsessive, and that's not healthy. And then not only do they get obsessive, but then talking in these so many character bubbles. Everything is up for interpretation because you cannot hear how somebody's saying something to you. You cannot hear the inflection. You cannot hear the intention. Therefore, you be at home making stuff up because you're crazy. So you think I said something and now you're mad at me when I'm just like, what?
You can really get caught up in, oh my God, they didn't text me back, or how someone texts, or overthinking a text, or just really trying to figure out, read in between the lines. And I think all of that can really kind of be frustrating, or just really can bring you kind of it can make you sad, it can make you anxious, it can make you, it can make you happy.
It definitely gives me anxiety. Just thinking about it, it's flaring up right now because it's like, whew, Jesus.
I feel like it's always some type of, not anxiety, but someone may have not gotten what I was trying to interpret to them. And then even if I'm trying to be serious, I always end up saying LOL at the end and making it funny. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I can't be rude.
I don't even have the sound on my messages because I don't even want to be listening to hear if you text me back or not. I just want to just casually look at my phone and see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, And then it's like, you go from texting me at 8:03 a.m. Then the next day you text me at 9 o'clock. What the fuck you was doing for 47 minutes? Okay, like, that's not right. That's not right math. 57 minutes. Okay, what have we been doing? I need to know because it's like, did I get ugly on you? Like, what happened?
Really internalizing what someone else is saying or what they mean. It can be helpful for both parties. Like, okay, I can fully express this. I thought about it. I can say this to you. You understand it. Now you can respond accordingly.
Okay, I never try to leave people on red on purpose, but either I get preoccupied, I'm on Snapchat, I'm somewhere else, I just forget to respond. And then by the time I realize it, what we were talking about to me doesn't even matter. So I just stop responding. But if it's like a question, I'll always try to respond. But my unread messages are probably like 4,000 now because I just don't, I don't know, I just don't like texting. Like if you have a question, you want to talk to me, call me. I'll always answer a call, even in my sleep.
I really am not leave you on red type person. Like if I leave you on red, I hate you. Period.
When I was younger, I used to think that leaving people on red was like, ooh, I'm fucking in love. Just left his ass on red. But now I'm just like, I don't even want to give you the satisfaction of knowing that I took the time to read your shit. So I just say it's delivered. Or I'll do some shit like it. Cause I feel like liking it is more disrespectful than leaving it on red. It's like, that was cute.
I leave people on red all the time. Like if they just say something off the wall BS, so like something random or it's just like real. But I also leave people on red all the time because I forget. Like I'll read a message and then start doing something and then be like, oh shoot, I never responded to this person.
When I leave people on red, it's genuinely by accident, which is why I don't have red receipts on, because I feel like so many people have so many issues with me, which is another issue when texting is so annoying. Because I will read something because I'll read it and I'll be like, okay, I'll respond in a second. And honestly, I feel like it low-key stems from laziness, but at the same time too, if I'm busy, I just like to read it to make sure nothing is wrong. You know, if nothing is wrong and you're fine, then I'll be like, okay, I'll respond later, but then I'll be in the bed 12 hours later thinking, I'm like, oh damn, I forgot to text back so-and-so. But at this point, they probably don't care, so I just genuinely just don't text back. But if it's these niggas, I leave them on red because they're disrespectful, and I'm not tolerating that. 2K forever. So you can be on red, or you can be on block.
Things I don't respond to, like, okay, thank you, or like, all right, thanks, or like an end of a conversation with someone that's kind of like an acquaintance, more so, not really like a friend, like there's no reason for us to continue. When it's just like, you know, like when you need to like end the conversation, like there's nothing else to talk about with this person at this time. Like those are the more so the times where I'm gonna leave you on red. But I'm not like a leave red on person. Like I always can like continue a conversation or think of something to say. Just knowing me is knowing that I will text you all. Like I always say that if you text me, I will text you all day.
How do you feel when you get left on red?
I don't care. I don't care. I will call you if I need you to answer what I'm saying or what I'm talking about.
I start acting like, I don't even know. I don't know. Being left on red, if it's delivered, you never know if they opened it or they didn't. But to be left on red, you know that they read it. We're all educated, so you know they actually went through it and they didn't respond. So I kind of start thinking, did I offend these people in any way, number one? Number two, I'm like, oh, they're not offending me. So third, I either call them to see what the issue is or I just stop talking to them.
Especially because I respond so quickly to text messages. Majority of the time, if I'm on my phone, I just swipe down and like text back real fast. So like, I'm expecting that back, and a lot of my friends don't text me back as fast as I text them. So it's like, oh, I have to wait.
I don't care because I do it to people. So therefore, it's like when people do things they assume everybody's doing it too. Like, if you leaving me on red out of spite because I'm gonna leave this bitch on red because da-da-da-da, then you think everybody else is doing the same thing to you. I don't do that to people, so I don't assume that's what they're doing to me, because for me, it's a genuine accident or a genuine oversight.
When I get left on red, I lose my fucking mind. So because I feel like I'm always really good at responding, I don't really take the excuse of I got busy. Busy doing what? Do you run a Fortune 400 company? Do you have 5 kids? What are you busy doing? Exactly. Nothing.
Oh. I've asked people to turn their reads off. Turn your red off on me, okay? I don't even know you read my shit, baby. I'd rather it say delivered and me play mind games saying that you ain't see it for real because it still say delivered, you know what I'm saying? Because if it say delivered, it's not 100% that they saw it. So, you know, that still puts a band-aid on my pride. Even though in the back of my mind I know they saw it, me not seeing that they read it is like, okay, ooh, I'm still kind of cute. I'm still kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that ugly today. Don't leave me on red, dog.
How do you feel when people rush you to respond to their messages or if they start blowing you up? Ooh, okay, that's another one of my pet peeves, because if I already saw it, I know y'all see me typing because you see the 3 blue dots. So when you start emphasizing, exclamation point, pointing what you were already saying, it's like, girl, I was already gonna respond, but now I'm gonna really take my time. And you already know I can't really read when I'm texting anyway, the things be jumbled up. So I'm really trying to make sure what I'm saying makes sense for you to understand it, and you're rushing me.
It depends on the person. Well, no, I really don't care for real. Because I'm the type to do something like that too. Like, I know you see me texting you, hello, so you're just not gonna reply. Okay, all right, you're childish. Stop me, you're being childish.
First of all, if it's not an emergency, don't nobody need to be blowing me up about nothing. If you're not in the hospital, if you're not dead, if something emergency, and if it's not pertaining to my kid, do not blow my phone up, because you are not entitled to my time like that, and you have lost it. Because last time I looked at my bank statement, the only person who's paying my bills is me. So until then, we can work something else out.
As far as my friends, when they don't respond to me, I blow them up, especially if it's something serious. So I mean, it's the same thing. And half the time we just FaceTime each other.
Because people be texting rapid fire and I can't text fast. So everyone's thinking I'm trying to delay, and really I've been reading the text the whole time trying to figure out what I'm trying to say to y'all, but it's a struggle.
If it's a nigga and he's rushing me to respond, I won't respond even then, because it's like, who are you? Why are you rushing me? I've had people like, I won't respond to a message and like people will like mention me on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll just be looking at my phone like.
But if it's my man, blow me up, baby. You know what I'm saying? Blow me up. Miss me, you know what I'm saying? Swear you miss me. Swear you want me to text you back. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. Hey, boo-boo.
I think it's cute. I gotta be like, oh, they want to talk to me. I'm happy.
Would you rather text or have phone conversations?
Text. I don't have the energy to talk. Like, people get on the phone and they don't have nothing to say, and that is the biggest pet peeve of mine. Please do not call my phone and think I'm gonna entertain you. If I call you, then expect me to carry the conversation. If you call me, you need to be giving me something to talk about, entertaining me. Like, there shouldn't be gaps in quietness on the phone. Because at this point, this one topic you called me about, you could have just texted me that. And I don't want to sit on the phone. Like, I talk to people all day at work. You think I want to come home and talk to people or sit in my house, my me time? And I value my me time. And sit on the phone with you and talk about nothing? No, man. Text my phone.
Honestly, I used to be about texting. Like, it's like I hate holding the phone to my ear and all that. But now it's like I really rather talk on the phone, because I get sick of staring at the phone, having anxiety, trying to figure out if you're gonna text me back or blah, blah, blah. If we just talking on the phone, you know, it's like I can hear how your day went versus you just saying it was straight. Why was it straight? What happened? How could it have been better? You know what I'm saying? I get to hear the different inflections in your voice and get to know your voice and get to love your voice, you know, and like we can build like a genuine relationship. But if it's just based off of texting, it's just like, oh, I'm over this. Like,
FaceTime conversations, guys. Like, why not? I enjoy looking at people's faces, so I enjoy FaceTime conversations. Texting gets really old and things can get misconstrued via texting and stuff like that. Like, you won't know the tone of the person's voice, like if I'm playing or being serious, and it's like a lot of gray area. But if I'm telling you face to face on FaceTime, then yeah.
Hello, a phone conversation. Honestly, not even a phone conversation. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'd rather FaceTime. And you wanna know why I'd rather FaceTime? Because I can put that bucket down, I can put that phone down, and I can still do whatever I want to do. I really hate holding the phone. And I think that's why I despise texting so much, because you have to consistently sit there like this. You have to sit there like this. If you have a phone call, you have to sit there like this. No, FaceTime will prop you up, make my wig, I'm gonna eat my food, I'm gonna do my homework, I'm gonna feed my child, and we talking. Hey, what's up, sis?
Like, what are the effects of texting on relationships? Like intimate relationships?
Okay, I feel like they're very like, it's almost like the backbone of someone's relationship, and it shouldn't be. Every 5 minutes you're texting your boyfriend, sending him pics of your outfit, sending him pics of what you're eating, what you're doing, sending him snaps. And I kind of feel like it kind of takes the intimacy of y'all's relationship out the window, because it's strictly like social media based at that point, because you're always on your phone. No one's trying to come see you because they can just text you and they can show them a picture, or no one can, you know, try to call you on the phone because you're texting instead of talking verbally. So I feel like it's kind of crippling to most situations. I can't relate because I ain't never been in no relationship.
Texting is how we communicate at this point. So I just feel as though like you have to know how people operate in that space and know that like it is an important role in your relationship, and don't try to underplay it like it's not, because essentially it's communication. So meaning, if I see you every time I'm with you, you're always on your phone, and then when we're not together, you're like, oh, I don't be on my phone like that. I don't text back because I just don't be on my phone like that. When? Because when I'm with you, you on your phone.
I feel like with texting, it also gets boring. It's like, okay, how many times we gonna send a gift back and forth? How many times you gonna laugh at this message? Like, it's just, I feel like it brings the value of the relationship down. And it honestly just wears on both parties, whether they voice it or not. I know the shit wears on my ass. I'm tired of texting you. Like, it ain't no point. We ain't getting nowhere. You say the same thing. What are you doing? Chilling. Okay. I'm sick of that shit.
It's not good, because like I said, everything is just so up for interpretation. This emoji means one thing to somebody else. This emoji means one thing. People don't like receiving exclamation points because it feels like you're yelling at them. Another person feels like it's just a sense of urgency. You put too many periods, you got an attitude. Like, it's too much into it, when I can just sit down and have a conversation with you and we just let that be that. But now you have an attitude with me because you felt like I typed these characters in the incorrect sequence for how you feel. That doesn't even make sense. Why does the letters of the alphabet make you feel some type of way? I don't understand.
What are your thoughts on group messages?
Don't put me in no damn group message, okay? Don't do that shit. And then if you do it, make sure you add the message. Please do not respond to message thread, okay? Because it's like, how inconsiderate can you be? You gonna put me in a group message with 30 other people and I don't have nobody number saved. I don't know none of these people. I get it, you was trying to cut down the time of inviting everybody personally. But come on, bro. That's inconsiderate. That'll make me not even want to come to your shit.
iPhone should have never allowed 32 people to be in a group message at once.
If I'm not looking at my group text message and I get like 200 messages and it's mostly from that thread, and then I have to go answer them, and one, you miss out on the whole conversation if you're gone for like 10 minutes sometimes, and you're like, in order for me to come into this conversation, I gotta go back and read everything else. Like, dang, that's a lot of work.
Group messages, I'm always the one being bullied in the group message. Kicked out, bullied. If I say something, either someone's clowning me or no one responds. So I always just kind of like, haha, and that's it. I don't really be saying my piece much. Because I always notice in group messages, even with my close friends, they either don't respond to what I'm saying or clown me. I don't like, they give me anxiety.
I think it's a good way for like friends to keep up and just to like really interact with each other in like a fun way, but it only works when people are really gonna like engage in it. And I feel like a lot of times people just, after a while, just kind of like dismiss it as something that they don't have to, and then be sad because they ain't got no friends, but they can't even do little things like respond to a text group message when they don't be sitting and doing anything but going through Instagram hoping that they get a DM. So, you know, priorities.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'll reply to a group message before I reply to a personal message, just for the simple fact, if the group message is popping at the moment, if ain't nobody saying shit, I'm not about to respond to that either. Because group messages be funny because they're very reminiscent to conversations. If we all going back and forth and we sending gifts and laughing and all that other stuff, it's funny. But y'all like to text people at 3, 4 in the morning. Like I don't have to be up at 7 o'clock.
You come back to your phone, why do you got 2,000 messages? Like why, what y'all doing? Why y'all having these conversations all the time? But I mean, there's 32 of y'all, so like y'all doing stuff at different times and like people want to jump in conversations. But I mean, they're cool, whatever. I prefer GroupMe because you know, you can turn off those notifications or whatever and they don't take as much storage.
What's your favorite emoji?
Okay, so you know the one with the one eye big, one eye little with the tongue out? That's my favorite emoji.
Okay, show me what that looks like.
Okay, so it's kind of like
I really use this one a lot. It's like a little slight smile. I don't know if this is like the hug emoji, like the hug, that was cute. Or I'll do the this emoji, the football touchdown, like the amen, ooh, yes, or like good. Like this is like universal. This says everything. Like, got it. Okay. Love you too. I'm coming. Like you just, it's universal. Just, it's like whatever you say, you were right. Like you could go on and on with that emoji. It's like you can't get no better than that. And then this is like, it's not giving you a kiss, because the other day this guy was like, give me a kiss, and I was like, like, nigga, I ain't giving you my emoji kiss, the fuck? I'm gonna give you this little hug and call it a day, okay? And then hit you with one of these, like, hug for real.
It's gotta be, one of them that's probably the most used is like the, is this hand right here, boom, the 100. Like, yeah, 100. The okay, and then the glasses. Probably in that order.
Just like you know the new one they just made, and people would say something crazy like.
My favorite emoji is one that goes like that. The new one, because that's how I look every day at everybody. Everything everybody say, I just like, because everybody is missing half their brain. I swear, everybody's just a little slow, a little touched, a little special.
It's the cartwheel, so. Yeah.